Okay, well, we're rolling again. What is today? Gosh, I don't even know anymore. Every day it's like Thursday or Friday or something like that. What an old fart. I feel like I'm retired in Vero Beach, Florida. But no, I work every day. I love it. And there's Tammy. She works every day with me. It's the only way to live, I think, as long as you're contributing, man. Because if you keep contributing, that is, I think, the key, because you're giving and you don't have to worry about your own problems so much. It's too easy because we all get beat up in life, so we all have our own problems, and it's easy to just go down the rabbit hole in those, and it never comes out. And I think the best way to get out of that is help somebody else with their problems. It gives you a good, better perspective in life. So that's what I want to do for the rest of my life, and maybe others don't have the luxury that I have of doing that, but maybe we could get there. And that's the key. It is hope and working forward towards something, not accepting what is. You may have to accept it for a while, but you also have to make steps, no matter how small they are, towards something else. Or at least if you don't know where to go to, what you do is you get out of where you are. The only thing, that's to me the important thing. You know what is now bad, so you don't know what perfect or good is, but you know if you're there, you can't get it, and it can't find you either. So that's why you just have to get out and do things that are different and separate. Now, what I want to go over to is the applications. We're now reviewing the applications for the $1,000 grant, that we give out every month. And that, I think, boy, this is the best thing I've ever done in my life, giving away a total of like $75,000 every month to people who read it, who really need it. And I'm going to read you some of the applications that we have that our staff is all reviewing them, and they jointly review these and then choose. I think we need 70 or 80 members that we send checks to of either $1,000 or $500. Let me read some of these, because it shows you, I think, a sample of what's going on in this country. I'm struggling to find a job, have some hurdles to overcome as far as background checks. Well, no matter what you have as a background check, that's fine. You just accept that. You don't say that's going to ruin your life. You have to be clever enough and have enough energy to get over that and find other places. And I could show you later about what it is. But the main thing is start by going to your careeronestop.org. And also go to findhelp.org and put in job training or anything to do with jobs. There's so many nonprofit organizations that will help you for free to get over those hurdles and get you a job. But let me read the items that are available for people. These are applications. See, we have the easiest grant in America. All you have to do is put a sentence or two on what you need the money for. That's it. You fill in the blanks with your name and your membership, and that's it. There's no paperwork or anything to fill. That's why I think we have the easiest bloody grant in America. Here are some of them. Okay. And in that cemetery, there are lots of stray cats. Instead of seeing those cats captured and put down, I would like to build a shed-size home for them so they can escape the winter elements and avoid predators. The $1,000 would go a long way when it comes to purchasing materials for this project. I would be very grateful. See, now he's helping somebody else. So, he doesn't need the money himself, but he sees a problem in the community that he wants to solve. And wow, and don't forget, he can do that in other ways too. I would, animal welfare people have grants and stuff like that. So if you go to Find Help and put in, pets, then you'll see the people that are interested in helping animals. And you talk to them, hey, I want to build a shelter in the cemetery. Do you have money? Do you know anybody else that has money? See, there's other ways to do this too, not only us. Okay, here's another one. Candace says, I am a survivor and an overcomer. In my life, I have overcome childhood cancer, wow, Hodgkin's disease, sickle cell disease, 2 years of homelessness in some of the worst shelters in the nation's capital. That's where I live. The accidental murder of my late fiance, with whom I had a child, being a single mother, abuse, and more. I'm tired, and I would use the $1,000 to either take a weekend trip to the beach or to pay for 3 months worth of business expenses for my company, just so I can breathe. Okay, so she's behind the 8 ball, struggling, can't make it. So this is a relief. It's sort of like a respite care, and that's what this is for. And you could use for. See, everything from building a cat shelter to a respite care because you're overwhelmed with bad stuff. Okay, here's another one. I would help my employees for Christmas time. She applied before Christmas, but we're just getting around to it. I'm a small business and I do what I can for my employees, but I wish I could give them a bonus because they are amazing and deserve so much, and I want to help them have an amazing Christmas. Okay, that's somebody wants to give to somebody else. See, again, that's why I think the key in Let's Go Help, I think all the members that help other members and go live now. We're getting members to go live so other members can see you try to help them in some way. You don't have to know what I know, that doesn't matter. The important thing is you have an ear to listen and maybe give advice. That's all I'm asking. And you could point, everybody who's a member can really point to other membership items that the person doesn't know, and that's the important thing. The important thing is that you show kindness and love and make people feel welcome in life. Because if we could make them feel welcome, then they'll believe, I feel, that the life doesn't have to be always beating them up. There are good people out there in the world that will feel kindness and want to help each other. And they're out there. You have to dig at them, and you have to stay long enough to try long enough to find them. Okay, here's another one. I'd allocate $500 for personal development courses or books to enhance my skills, $300 for a thoughtful gift for my husband and son, and $200 for a charitable donation to my church. I believe in balancing self-improvement and meaningful connections can make a positive impact. I believe that too. But other ways for her to get for development skills, particularly that will improve her financial situation at the workplace, there's a lot of grants for that alone. And one would be your State Department of Labor, which is actually your local Career One Stop. Your local Career One Stop is careeronestop.org. Go there, put in your zip code, make an appointment to talk to these people. Then the other thing you want to do is go to Find Help and put in job training. Findhelp.org, put in job training, and what you do is you'll see, like where I live, it's like 100 organizations that provide free job training for people, and that's available. And what you do is start calling. All of this is going to take work on the telephone, I believe. It may be easy, but if it doesn't, you can't stop. If it's easy and you find a few things and click, 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 and you got it, God bless you. But what's more important when that does not happen, because that's more likely that's going to happen, is that you're not going to get it as easy as you think. Now you have to roll up your sleeves, and the way you roll up your sleeve is get out your phone. You get out your phone and you start calling everybody that is in that business. So, if you want to get money for job training, well, you see in Find Help, there's a lot of job training nonprofits. You call them up. Even if it's job training for veterans, that's okay. And you're not a veteran, that's okay. You call them up and say, hey, I know I'm not a veteran, but I was wondering if you have any suggestions on other organizations that could help me in job training, okay? That's all you have to say. You don't have to know what to say. You don't have to know magic words, magic anything, magic underwear. And you just have to ask and be honest and be kind. And see, they're the best to talk to because they're in the business of helping people get job training. Maybe not your kind of people, but in that range. So they're more likely to run into other organizations that they don't use, but they know about that could help you. That's the important thing. You need to help. You need to talk to people who are out there helping people with your kind of problem. You don't look for the perfect place to apply to. Okay? Get that out of your head. You're not looking for that perfect because you don't know what the hell that is. It's out there in a different way that you even thought about it. What's perfect to you, the world hasn't made yet. So you have to find out what the world has made that's perfect for you, not what you would like the world to make. And that's what you have to do. And you do that by talking to people. Please, 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 please talk to people as much as you can to get through this shit. Okay, here's John. He writes, here's Jade writes, 3 years ago, my husband and I started a business. The business was sustaining for 3 years. Then one hardship after another happened in my personal life, in our personal life, which took our focus off the business. In a very short time, things went downhill. We ended up moving back to my parents' house, me and my husband, along with our 2 toddlers. We are trying to put our life back together. So money from this grant would help us get out of debt. Okay, the first thing I would do, Jay, no matter whether you get our money or not, you want to make an appointment with a financial counselor. They're free. HUD.gov/counselor. Okay, counseling is what the address or the website is. And there's a whole map of the United States. Every county has a handful of these organizations that get grants from the government to help you with your debt for free, okay? That's the first place you want to go, okay? Now, what you want to do is look for help with rent, utilities, mortgage if you have that, and any other daily expenses. And we have, for members, get that whole listing by getting a copy of Lesko's Meta Report. Get a copy of Lesko's Meta Report, look at item 3, and that'll take you through the entire shopping list of how to save your ass and everything. Well, actually, how to work at saving your ass. That's what life is working at accomplishing something. Accomplishing it is a short time, and that's over with. You have to learn life is more trying to get there at something. So that's why train yourself not to be a millionaire. Train yourself to work like hell to find out how to be a millionaire. Because that's what you're more likely to be doing than sitting down and collecting money from somebody, okay? You have to learn that. And when you do that, then you have to go on to something else. So most of your life is going to be struggling to get somewhere. Okay, so you train yourself for that. I mean, like all these seminars I used to go to about how to get rich and things, they all tell you what to do with $1 million. Because, you got to get this tax break and all this kind of stuff, and you put it invested in. Shit, I don't have a pot to pee in, and I'm sitting there learning how to pay $1 million. That's a problem you don't have to worry about until you have it. The bigger problem is getting there. Concentrate on that. Forget about that. And spend every waking moment trying to get your ass there, not figuring out what you're going to do when you get there. No. Okay. What she would do with her business too is to go to sba.gov/local assistance. Local assistance after sba.gov, sorry, and local assistance, and you'll see a map of the United States. You put in your zip code, and you call these mentors that are sitting there to help you with any kind of business in any situation. It helped my sister so much when her business was getting in trouble, and they're just wonderful people. And you get all the help for free. You don't have to pay for anything. I mean, that's what's cool. So make sure that you make that appointment with a free counselor. Don't go to Google, please. That's the worst thing to do in Google. If you want to search somewhere, go to AI, okay? Chat.openai.com. Go there, and put in a question that's free. If you want to know where to get help, I have a business, just like you're talking to me. Just type this in. I have a business in Pennsylvania. I want to know where to get help for my financial problems. I'm in debt with my business, or my business is terrible. Anything like that. Where can I get free money and help? And what I would do is say, also add, give me the email, give me the websites, and make sure they're free. Or actually just say, I'm looking for government and nonprofit offices, because they're 99, 44, 100% of all the grants come from them. So you want to know, I'm looking for government and nonprofit organizations in Pennsylvania that help people with their small business that's in financial trouble. And please add the websites, okay? And there, every time I do that, I see real stuff. It's not everything that I know, because I've been studying this 50 years, but everything is legit. You can't do that in Google. You can't put in a question like that and get only legit stuff. And the problem is, the real legit stuff is 1/2 of 1% of what you're getting. So you get 10 billion websites, and sure, the 5 you really need are in there, but you find them. You're not going to live long enough. So why bother? Get out of Google or get out of town. Now that's important. Let me tell you another one. Okay, here's another one. John says, I'm going to use the money to cover basic living expenses and debt generated by my divorce. Been there twice. What I did is just give them everything. Just start anew. I screwed up. Okay, Kyle says, I would use the money for car repair and help my ex-girlfriend who struggles with anxiety and depression. We would see a nervous system coach or a therapist to help her get on her feet. Okay, a couple things. We have another grant besides the $1,000 that we give out for anything. We have a $500 grant just for auto repair, car repair. You could also apply for that. Even if you get the $1,000, you could still apply for the $500 for car repair. So you can apply for both. And you can then apply for the one for rent and mortgage. Then you can also apply for a free computer. There are 4 grants every month. So you can do that with no problem at all. Now, you also could get free help with your car. A good place to start, if you're a member, we have a report on free cars and free car repair. And that's item number 6 in the LESCO Meta Grant report, okay? And so you get the copy of the LESCO Meta Grant report and see item 6. The other thing to do is make sure you get a copy of your state 500 mini grant report. We have 500 grants we show you in every state, and that's a free download on Let's Go Help 2. In the search, you just have to put 500, and it'll come up the page that has all the reports. And you could download them for every state. Give them to your friends or whatever. I'm not going to live long enough that anybody could hurt me. So I don't have to worry about somebody screwing me over. If they have to screw me over, fine. They need it more than I do. So give it to people you know, you don't know, or whatever, to make sure this is a community. I mean, the program I tell you about are not mine. I'm not giving, well, I give up my money, but that's only to members. But the $14,000 that is given to every adult in this country every year is not my money. You know, it's government money. You know, government money is our collective taxes. We decide to, elect people to go to Congress to decide the best way to spend the money. Probably not the way you would do it, probably not. So you have to run for Congress. That's the only way out of that cycle, I think. So we have one thing, and go to findhelp.org and put in transportation and cars, and you'll see the nonprofit organizations that are there to help you buy a car, help you fix up a car, or even provide you free transportation if you got to get somewhere and things like that. There's a lot of help with transportation because people can't survive in our society without getting there. You can't get the job, you can't get to feed your kids and all this stuff. So there's a lot of nonprofits that specialize in that. Okay, what else we have? Constant struggles and depression. Well, what is that new hotline for mental health? 988, I think it is. Is that mental health? Let me see. 988. Yeah, I mean, I've called it for friends, connect people, associate. Yeah, 988. Okay, so 988. Call them up, 988, wherever, and they hook you up with free mental health. I mean, I've called it myself, and for friends, and it really works well. So it's like a 911 or something. Well, this is 911, but it's 988 for mental health, and get that help. Okay, so that's anxiety, depression, coach, therapist, help her get on. Okay, so that's for her girlfriend. Okay, here Jack said, daughter needs a working laptop for work. Okay, we give out 25 laptops every month. So you could apply to ours. Remember, our applications are all free. Any legitimate grant application will not charge you. The people who are slimy will charge you. And there's few exceptions, of course. That's true for everything. But they won't. We won't charge you, and the government and nonprofit organizations normally will not charge you. But if you go to findhelp.org and put in computer, you will find nonprofit organizations. It's not 100%, but it's pretty national. Nonprofit organizations that give out free computers to people, okay? Because they know you can't take care of yourself if you don't have one, okay? So that's important to know. So if you don't get one from us, you got to try there. Here's another one. My 19-year-old daughter has a 5-month-old baby. The father is not in the picture. I'm helping her as much as I can, but I will use it for formula, diaper, food, and food for the baby. Okay, make sure you apply to WIC. Maybe they don't know. We have a lot of grandmothers and aunts and uncles taking care of children that may not know the programs that are available in every state for children. The way we have, if you remember, we have a state-by-state report for what's available if you have children in your state. So look at the LESCO Metagrant report and go down to the report, the item that talks about children, and download for your state and start applying to them. If you don't have that, you're not a member, go to 211.org or findhelp.org and start putting in, try child or food or diapers, and put in what you need and see what comes up. Okay. Here's Brandon says, to pay my backed up rent that I can't seem to get any help with. Okay, there was a national rent program at the government started up during COVID, emergency rental assistance. Okay, to find out, you want to go to ncsha.org, ncsha.org. Okay, ncsha.org. Okay, you want to go to that website and you'll see a map of the United States, and you want to put in your state to find the local office for the National Rental Assistance Program. Every state had one. Now, some of those states have ran out of money, so they won't get any more, at least from the federal government. What they will do is from state and local government. So there's a lot of state and local government money, and I keep reading about new programs that are starting in all over the country, to add on to that, because the federal government is not going to hand out any more money, so you're going to get it locally. and from nonprofits. So if you put in rent, if you go to findhelp.org, put in rent for where your zip code is, you will see, I mean, let me show you where I am. Okay, go to find help, findhelp.org. Okay, put in my zip code 20009. Okay, put in there, and then I put in rent in the keyword. Okay, what do I got? Okay, I got 89 offices that help with rent. No, I'm sorry, 78. I don't know why I got 89. This is a dangerous thing going on up here. So there's 79 that help paying for rent. Okay, now, so to me, what you have is 79 people who are, 78 people. 78 people who are knowledgeable since Monday, no, 78 people that help people pay rent. Now, they may not help you to pay your rent, see, but they're still good sources for you because they know what's going on in the community about people paying rent. This is gold to me. If you're a researcher like I am, this is, boy, you have a shopping list now. In other words, this is like saying, here are 78 people that want to hire somebody. I don't know if they're going to hire you, but they want to hire somebody. But more importantly, because it's not a job, they're helping people with rent problems. So they help people with rent problems every day. So that means they learn about other rent programs too, that they've tried or not, or that are new, or they go to meetings with other people that solve this kind of problem. So they're in the community of helping people pay their rent. That's who you want to talk to. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to talk to your mother-in-law or anybody else. You don't want to go to Google because Google's going to, rip your pocketbook apart, and that's not what you want. You need help with that. Or another thing, you go to chat.openai.com and say, I need rent grants for people living in, let me see what they say. Okay, there's 78 there, 78 organizations. Let's go chat, C-H-A-T, .openai.com. Okay. Okay, so I got chat open, and I put in, I need, show me websites to to government, VERN, and nonprofit org, or at the, how to spell, that help, that give rent grants, okay? Okay. Okay, got a lot of agencies, but I forgot to put in where I am, okay? So they gave me, really, nonprofit organization, local charity. I mean, these are general because there's nothing specific. So now I want specific. I should have said that. Okay, give me websites for Washington that give rent grants. Okay. And they gave me 7. I said, more, please. Okay, see what they get there. It's giving me the same thing. Didn't read that. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's what I got. Okay. First of all, if you go and let's go over to Google and put rent grants for Washington. Okay, I get 47 million websites. 47 million websites. What the hell are you going to do with that? Okay. Now, see, what you get when you go to AI is someone like doing research. Like if you sent out a researcher, a PhD candidate or something, hey, what organizations do this? This is the kind you get. Okay, the first part where I said, show me websites from government nonprofit organizations that give out rents. Okay, it says government websites instead of like HUD. So they weren't very organized. 211.org, that's good. Community action agencies, that's good because every community agency does do this and they're in every nonprofit organizations, that's good, but it's not listing them. Local charities and foundations, that's good, but it's not listing them. See, that's the problem. Okay, and then it said COVID relief program, that's good, but it's not listening to them. So what I did, I went back, okay, give me the websites for Washington, D.C. that give rent grants. Okay, okay, now we have the websites here. So District of Columbia Human Services, they have it. D.C. Housing Authority, they have it. D.C. 211, they have it. Local nonprofit organizations, Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Washington, they have it. COVID relief programs, the mayor's office has the D.C. Website for that. Legal aid organizations, they have it. Okay, then I said, give me more, please. Okay, and then it had, okay, Catholic Charities of Washington, and there's the address. Salvation Army National Capital Area Command, there's the website. Legal Counsel for the Elderly, that's a website there. District Alliance for Safe Housing is called DASH, that's helpful there. Homeless Prevention Program, that's another one. HUD Resource Locator, that's another one. Local community centers and libraries, so you go to your local library and ask. So see, they're the real places to go to, not 47 million websites on Google. You're going to be pissed after a day of going nowhere. And people, and then you'll give up because, oh shit, I can't do this. And if somebody says, I could get that solved for you, as long as you give me $300, you're going to go buy and steal and get in debt for $300 because you think that's your only no, these are your only option, okay? And that's why the best thing to do to start with that is find help or 211 and get that list. I mean, that's what you get when at Let's Go Help. We give you that list of only people that are there to give you money, not people who are there to take your money. See, that's what Google is all about. It's all about getting money from you, not giving money to you. So, I mean, that's the Wild West. And if you have money, you could participate. If you don't have money, stay the hell away, please, and go to these other organizations that do that. It's so important, and that's what, I feel I got 10, 15 years left, and every day, if I just get one more person to believe that help is out there, it's gonna take work on your side. I wanna help you do that work. I wanna show as many people as I can that you can get help. It is out there. It may not be easy. What just happened? Call y'all here, can y'all hear? All those are middle case for not giving a dime to the peasants. Oh, if you want to complain, that's it. It just, I'm sorry, I have, if you think the world is unjust, it is. I mean, I admit that. And if you want to solve your problems, you got to learn to live with that and solve the problem. Yeah. If you want to change the world, that's a whole new ball game. And we don't do that here. I mean, we do in little ways. We're all changing it in little ways. I mean, that's why I feel I'm changing it, but just by taking one person at a time, if I can, to educate them on what options are. You may not want to use them, that's fine. You may have easier ways to get out of the problem, that's fine. You may not want to get out of the problem, that's fine. I can't tell anybody how to live their life. I don't know how to live my life. What gives me the... Why do you think I can tell? I know how someone else should live their life. Hell no. We all struggle. You know, I just want to show you options that you have. These are not resources. Well, then that's fine, Callie. You don't have to use them. I'm just saying they're there. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. Everybody thinks I'm promoting stuff that no, I'm just saying what reality is. And they could be used for this product. You don't want to use them, you think it's wrong? Fine, that's something else. City of Los Angeles. Can you put a link to the search engine, please? City of Life. Well, actually, Los Angeles, I think, just increased their rent grant money. And at least I know in one of the suburbs there, but I think it's all Los Angeles County. There's a lot of new rent grant money there, so make sure you do that. And I got to go out and exercise. I don't want to be a fat old man. I was a fat young man, and I fight fat every day of my life. It's going to go to the grave with that. Food is my enemy, but I need it to survive. And if I could help you, it's letsgohelp.com. And if you're a member, ask a question. You have to ask a question. And if we screw up and don't answer your question, you got to ask it again, please. And everybody works with me. They're just wonderful, darling people, full of kindness, that are somehow got the spirit also for knowing that the only reason we're here is to help other people. And they enjoy that much. We're not perfect people, so we fuck up a lot of times. So bear with us. You got another place to get it, more power to you. And if you want to, if you think we screwed you over, I'll always give you your money back. I'll never fight anybody to get a refund. There's more important things to do. And I know I can be enthusiastic and people read more into what I say than I actually mean, because I'm a joyful person. So you think it's going to be easy. It ain't! Oh, it may not. It may be easy, it may not. So if it ain't, then you got to roll up the sleeves and get in there and start swinging hard. Talk to you soon. Thank you very much. See you, Tammy. Thank you, Vincent. Yeah, we all struggle. We don't know what the hell we're doing.